but it's going down very slowly, and I would think too slowly for the folks who want to find out if there's anything left inside of their home for them to come back to. Greta?
Bill, thank you. And if you think there's such a tough job out there, let me tell you what it's like to be a New Orleans police officer in the first few days after this storm hit. We'll be right back with news about that.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling.
Kyocera printers and copiers. Simpler to use, network reliable, low cost of ownership.
The whole world smiles with you.
They're people friendly, only from Kyocera.
Women. They want to be strong and sweet forever. And they want to enjoy their calcium. One delicious Viactive Soft Calcium Chew twice a day has the calcium women need. Viactive. It's what women want.
Are oil companies thinking ahead?
Everything is set up to run on oil, but it's going to run out. And I really can't fathom that the brains that are running these multi-billion-dollar corporations are not thinking like, where are we going next, guys, you know?
Nissan Altima.
George had a very full life. He tried to provide the very best for you. He was very active in the market, and apparently still is.
George, is that you?
You can't always be online, but with Trade Triggers, you don't need to be. It automatically enters your trades when the market hits conditions you specify. Join now and get up to 35 commission-free trades plus $100 cash back.
George?
Oh, sorry. That was me.
Trade Triggers, just one of the many 21st century tools on Ameritrade.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Lori Dew. More violence in the Middle East today. Israeli forces killed a young Palestinian and wounded 3 others as they tried to sneak into a former Jewish settlement in Gaza. In response, Palestinian militants fired 2 rockets from Gaza into southern Israel. No damage or injuries were reported there. Because of Tuesday's incidents, Israel's completion of the Gaza withdrawal may be delayed by a few days. Oil for Food investigators are expected to say that the UN is in serious need of reform. Their report, which is due out tomorrow, reportedly claims the organization was not capable of properly overseeing such a big program. The report is also expected to slam Secretary General Kofi Annan for failing to manage it. U.S. military jets attacked 2 bridges in western Iraq today to try and prevent foreign terrorists from moving toward Baghdad. The strikes made the bridges impassable but did not destroy them. And in a raid nearby, American and Iraqi troops killed 2 foreign fighters and arrested 3 others. They're unlocked and loaded and may be in reach of children. A new study in the journal Pediatrics says some 1.7 million of our nation's children live with homes with unsecured guns. That's about 2.5% nationwide, which is actually less than early estimates of about 10%. I'll see you in 30 minutes. On the Record with Greta continues right now.
It's hard to know how dangerous New Orleans is tonight. I can tell you that virtually everyone I see who's from out of town, or even some of the wealthier people in town, all have armed guards. You can even notice I have a borrowed jacket from a police department that's protecting us here. A little chilly tonight, so I had the only jacket I could find to borrow. There don't have many clothes down here, and there certainly aren't stores open. But it's so dark here that it seems very, very dangerous. Let's get a real read on this. So Captain Marlon DeFillo, New Orleans Police Department, joins us by phone. Captain, I haven't heard any gunfire tonight, but how dangerous? How do you assess the danger here in New Orleans?
Well, we've stabilized that situation for the last 2 days, I believe. We've brought some calm to some of the situations that may have been occurring over the past several days. We put more police officers out into the field. We've augmented those patrols with National Guardsmen. with local, state, and federal agencies from around the country who have come into the city to assist the New Orleans Police Department in bringing a calm and some sort of order back into the city. So tonight is rather calm. The lights are still out, but we're prepared for any type of confrontation.
Captain, what about the personal toll on your force? There's been a lot of reinforcement, of course, but your officers were the first ones on the streets the first couple days. We've heard about suicides. We know that many of them lost homes. How do you assess the personal toll on them?
Well, the first 5 days were hell. You know, I was a part of that, and for 5 days of continuous battles, not just with individuals who are looting, who are armed, and who are firing at police officers, but police officers trying to save lives with no resources. Police officers, probably 80% of the department members are homeless, including myself. Police officers two police officers, where this whole catastrophic disaster took a toll on them, and they committed suicide. The first 5 days were very challenging. Imagine police officers without shelter, officers sleeping under wherever they can, under trees, on the ground, no food, no water, trying to still do their job effectively and efficiently. And it was a very challenging time for us during those first 5 days. When you walk up to a person and you had nothing, you had no way to help that person, you saw that person dying, and there's not a thing you could have done about it. Some officers it did affect, and we recognize that. That's why we're bringing in professionals to help those officers to deal with this situation.
What about sickness? So you have this horribly toxic water. You can't if you walk through it. And you've got the drinking water, which you can't drink. Are you finding that a lot of your police officers are sick, or are they a pretty hardy group?
Well, what we've done, we're giving police officers hepatitis shots, tetanus shots. We're giving them all types of medicine to make sure that our police officers are protected from those types of infections. Keep in mind the water is contaminated. We have not gotten really into the recovery process. Yes, we have started to recover bodies, but we expect many, many more casualties as a result of this very horrific natural disaster.
Captain, what do you make of the fact that so many people who are still here in the city, whether it's for business or the media or whatever, some family owners have come back, feel it necessary to have private security?
Well, first of all, there is a mandatory evacuation, so no one should be in the city. What we are doing, and let me tell you something, we're still rescuing people today. As recent as a couple of hours ago, we have to discontinue our rescue operation because of the darkness. We can't do it in the dark, and we're going to resume in the morning. We are encountering some people who refuse to leave their homes for one reason or another. They feel that they have ample supply of food and water, or they have pets and they don't want to leave those pets behind. We're not physically taking those persons out of their home. What we are doing is telling them that if you stay behind, I cannot guarantee that you will be rescued in a couple of days. We don't know how long this is going to occur. City officials, federal officials are working very hard. Yes.
Captain, would you walk out in New Orleans tonight without your service weapon?
Would I walk out of New Orleans without my weapon? No. No, because
Captain, thank you very much. Captain, thank you very much. And also, it has been a terrible toll on a police department. Unbelievable work done by the officers here. Coming up, an officer who was at the convention center.
Type in your password.
Don't have to. Biometrics.
What?
Wherever I am, I just swipe, password goes in, I'm connected. Biometrics.
Bionic finger, cool. It's like 10 times stronger than a regular finger.
No, it's for passwords. No, it's more like na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Better. Secure wireless, made easy. Only on a ThinkPad with Intel Centrino mobile technology.
ask they get away from you? Get objective financial advice instead. A.G. Edwards, for 118 years, fully invested in our clients.
Just announced, the Chevy employee discount continues on 05 vehicles and is now available on 06 full-size trucks. From the family of Chevy trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. The discount price is right on the window. That's the Chevy Total Value Promise. Right now, get a 2006 Silverado 1500 regular cab WT for under $16,200. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Yay, Pepto-Bismol! Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Yay, Pepto-Bismol! You see, pink does more than you think. Also in cherry.
Tonight at Red Roof Inn, Bill stays in a business king room.
Look at his space.
And feels like a business king himself.
Multitasking. Chances of me working are remote.
Don't miss the redesigned, rededicated Red Roof Inn and Accor Hotel.
Right now, buying a used car is as easy as 1, 2, 3. It's Bob Lampier's Beaverton Honda used car sell-off. 95 Nissan Altima GXE, just $39.90. 2. 98 Ford Explorer XLT, only $89.90. 3. 97 Toyota 4Runner SR5, just $12,990. Plus hundreds more to choose from. And each car comes with Bob's famous 7-day right of exchange and 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty. Just buy Bob and save. Hurry to Beaverton Honda Used Cars.
By now, you've heard how the conditions on the Gulf Coast continue to deteriorate in the wake of Hurricane Katrina.
And no matter where you live, this is the type of news that affects all of us.
And the important thing to remember is that you can play a part to help those in need. Visit redcross.org or call 1-800-HELP-NOW.
They need our help. They need shelter, they need clothes, they need food.
Please, make a difference. Play a part.
You'd be saving lives.
Gallagher, my colleague, is right over at Jefferson Parish, which is right beyond the 17th Street Canal from me. Trace?
Yeah, you know, Greta, we have seen a lot of people come into Jefferson Parish today with their trucks loaded down, their trailers loaded up. We have not seen many people packing up and leaving, which lends us to believe that they may be staying a while. As you can tell, the business behind me, the power is starting to come back on here very slowly across Jefferson Parish. The police are telling us they have running water in much of the parish, and the sewer system is back up and running. Even a lot of the businesses starting to come back online. Today there was a Walgreens very near us. It was open all day long. People waited in line to get in, get their necessities, and more importantly, the pharmacy inside was open, and a lot of people got some very needed medication. Now, keep in mind, authorities are still saying they want everybody out of Jefferson Parish by 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon, and to be quite honest, it's just not going to happen. People telling us they're not leaving because, one, they're not going back to shelters, and two, they're afraid if they leave, their homes and businesses will be looted. Now, they told us that last night, the parish said that they would arrest people here at 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, and then they started to acquiesce a little bit, saying this morning, well, they might confront people, and now they're kind of backing altogether off, saying, you know what, with 200,000 people coming back in here, we really have our hands tied. They're just trying to keep the peace. We talked to one contractor today who said, one, he's staying, and two, he's ready to rebuild.
We're ready to go back to work, but it's pretty hard because the lumber company is closed. I mean, Home Depot is closed. We need people to come back from out of town and reopen their businesses so we can start buying shingles and start rebuilding. Because the faster we build, the faster we can wake up from this nightmare.
And as we see people move back into Jefferson Parish, they are still rescuing people. This is wildlife rangers from Tennessee. They took out a woman from a house who was 99 years old. She was with her 86-year-old brother, and they were holed up in their attic for the better part of a week with very little water. The first thing she asked when she got on the boat is if they'd give her something cold to drink, and they gave her a Gatorade. She apparently liked it, even though she's never had one. They are, as you might imagine, concerned tonight about the looting, the possibility of looting. You've got a lot of people moving back in here, a lot of homes that are still empty, a lot of businesses that are still empty, and really kind of a shortage of police officers, though the military is also here on standby. But a big concern is to try and maintain that there would be no looting in Jefferson Parish. Greta.
Trace, thank you. Let's bring in Captain Joel Lynch of the Arkansas National Guard. Captain, you were recently at the convention center. It's now been cleared out. I saw it today. I've never seen so much trash and decay in my life. But tell me what you saw when you were there.
Well, whenever we pulled in, there were thousands of people out in the street. The place did smell pretty bad because obviously people have been living in the convention center for several days. Trash all over the place, a lot of sick people, and people just needed some food and water. And when we came in, we provided some security. We got the situation under control, and we gave them that food and water.
Captain, was it hard to get it under control? I mean, like when you go there today, I mean, obviously they're all gone now from the convention center. It looks like the most, I've just never seen anything like it. You can't even walk without stepping on trash.
Yeah, the trash is all over the place. You've got furniture out there. You've got chairs from inside the convention center that have been brought outside, and also from some of the area businesses. You've got the porta potties that are all over the place. Whenever we got in there, we didn't have any problem getting under control. In fact, we were cheered as we were driving down Poitras Avenue, and we pulled into the convention center. Everyone was just so glad to see us, and we had no problem at all with any criminals or anybody causing us problems. They were just glad to see us. We moved in, we took over, and then we started taking care of people.
All right, once that successful action was completed, now what are you doing, sir? What do you do today?
Right now, I'm currently my battalion, part of the 39th Infantry Brigade from Arkansas. We are attached to the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office with some MPs from New Hampshire and also from Missouri, and we're working with the Sheriff's Office to just to do active patrolling, providing security, doing checkpoints and things of that nature, just to make sure that no looters come into the area where we're at. But I'm up with my battalion in Metairie right now.
Have you called home and told your family about what you see?
Yes, I absolutely have. The first couple of days when we were down at the convention center, we were actually living under the Riverwalk, and we couldn't really call out then, but there were some phones that were available, so we all called home. Cell phone service has been coming up with the power as it has been coming up, and where we're at right now, cell phone service seems to be really good, and soldiers are really not having any difficulty calling home because right now everybody's got cell phones, so we're calling home every day and staying in touch there.
So what did you tell your family you saw? What was it? How do you describe it to them?
It was pretty amazing. Right now, where we're at now in Metairie, it's a lot of wind damage down power lines, trees on homes and whatnot, but it's just a lot of wind damage where we're at now. Trying to describe them, the scene at the convention center, that was much, it's hard to describe unless you've actually had your boots in that trash, because and the smell, you cannot describe the smell that was coming out of the convention center. You just try to paint them a picture and tell them to look at the news and see that, and then just magnify it by about 100. Because it was just such a heartbreaking scene, and also to see all those people who were suffering. But we squared that away. We've got some medical attention to those folks, and also the food and water, and we loaded them on buses the next day, and that really made us feel good because those Arkansas Guard soldiers, we got them on buses and got them to that next phase of this recovery.
Any idea who's going to do this cleanup? I mean, the stench, the filth, the dirty diapers, the trash, and in some instances even bodies. Any idea who's going to clean this up?
No, I really have no idea what the overall plan is. I'm really kind of, where we're at, we're isolated from the news. I mean, I've catch some of the hurricane coverage, but I'm not sure how much they're talking about that. The bodies, I believe, have been taken care of. That issue was dealt with, and so that all that situation is pretty much behind us. It's under control, and we're just moving on to helping the city recovery, and that's going very well. The sheriff's office and the hospitals in the area, we're working very closely with each other, providing each other support, security, and whatnot, and things are going very well.
All right, Captain, and thanks, of course, to the Arkansas Guard. Thank you, Captain. Coming up, we're going to go live to Mississippi. Fox News correspondent, Laura Ingalls. She's next.
Hey guys, big news for men with ED. The Cialis Promise program.
Here's the deal. Try Cialis for the first time free. They're so confident you'll like Cialis. If you don't, they'll pay for a sample of the ED tablet of your choice. That's the Cialis promise. Get details at Cialis.com. See how having up to 36 hours lets you choose when the moment is right. Cialis is only for men healthy enough for sexual activity. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Don't drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. As with any ED tablet, men who experience an erection for more than 4 hours should seek immediate medical attention to avoid long-term injury. Discuss your health status and medications, including alpha blockers, with your doctor, and ask if Cialis is right for you. Discover the Cialis Promise Program. Are you ready?
For active traders, it all happens here, online. That's why we made Scottrade Elite fast, easy to navigate, and easy to customize, so everything's right where you want it. Streaming data, level 2 quotes, advanced technicals. You can test your strategies with virtual trading, manage multiple accounts from a single screen, and trade unlimited shares for just $7 flat, market or limit. Sometimes it pays to think inside the box. Demo Scottrade Elite today at ScottradeElite.com.
Want another word for temptation? Try chocolate. We all love it. But what if we couldn't have it? That was reality for people trying to eat less sugar. Until candy companies partnered with Cargill to create a new generation of sugar-free chocolate. Our expertise in sugar replacers improved the taste and sweetened their candy sales by taking the sugar out and leaving the desire in. This is how Cargill works with customers.
Who says you were out of shape? Go deep.
Front-end pedestrian safety system. Just one of 120 not-so-standard features available on the all-new German-engineered Passat.
Touchdown!
Fox's Laura Ingo is live in Gulfport, Mississippi. Laura?
Hi, Greta. We are at the National Guard training facility in Gulfport, Mississippi, and this is where the Guard has been running a whole bunch of operations into the very rural and isolated areas in the counties that were hit hardest by Hurricane Katrina. Now, a lot of people obviously got out, but there are hundreds of people still stuck in these nooks and crannies, kind of hiding out under trees and in trailers, trying to get shade, trying to get food and water. They can't get out, and so what the military is doing is going in and making these drops and the Black Hawk helicopters, getting them food, which are mostly MREs. Those are the meals ready to eat that the military uses out in the field, water and ice. And our Fox crew today jumped aboard a Black Hawk helicopter to see just how these missions are working out.
It's a trailer park. They've been out of power, out of food, out of everything for several days. Hey! They're all ready. Park brakes released and set. Good.
People will show up here before that cycle hits the ground. It's been a good thing. I don't know what we'd be doing without them.
It's awesome. We're so thankful. We are so grateful. Thank you. Whoever's sending it all, thank you. Thank you, President Bush. Thank you, President Clinton. Thank you, America, and every country that's helping us. We love y'all.
Today we just delivered a huge load of ice, 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. These runs are coming every few minutes from the National Guard. These people can't get out. They are stranded. There is no fuel in their cars. They can't make it out to get supplies and bring it back. So these people are
that is happening with these drops with the National Guard. As soon as people go in and they see that these choppers are coming down, the ice comes off of the birds, and so does the food. But then people start running up to the helicopters and are actually shaking prescription pill bottles at the troops, saying, "We need help. Can you help us get our prescriptions filled?" And of course, you know how hard it is to get a prescription filled when you're just going into the pharmacy and calling in your own refill. So imagine how hard it is to get a refill out here when you're out in the trailers in the swamp. So the military is doing what it can to help those people who really need medication. That is yet another challenge that they're facing with their missions here today. Greta.
Laura, we only have 30 seconds. Why can't we just go in and get these people?
Well, some of these people flat out don't want to leave. Some of them are saying that they will get out when they can get the gas into their cars. There's some places that they just can't lift them out of, so they are doing this instead.
All right, Laura, thank you very much. We have so much more to come. We're going to go live to Alicia Cunha in Houston. Update there. Lots going on in there tonight. Stay with us.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Lori Dew. Iraq's top terrorist is apparently taking aim at the Saudi royal family. In an audio tape claiming to be from Abu Musab al-Zarqawi, the speaker says the Saudi rulers have allowed Westerners to loot the wealth of Islam's birthplace. Saudi Arabia is the world's biggest oil exporter. Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez is warning that the U.S. is about to collapse. At a meeting in Jamaica, Chavez suggested the devastation of Hurricane Katrina shows the U.S. cannot protect its own people. Chavez, a frequent critic of the Bush administration, says people in the Caribbean and Latin American countries should prepare for the collapse because it will benefit them. A federal judge has thrown out a challenge to the Federal Base Closings Commission. Illinois wanted to prevent the panel from formally recommending that Air National Guard fighter jets be sent out of state. Illinois argued that violated the governor's rights. The ruling could be a setback to other states which have filed similar suits. And just weeks after saying his competitive cycling career was over, Lance Armstrong just may ride again. He says recent reports from French media that he used performance-enhancing drugs made him want to compete again. The seven-time Tour de France champ calls the reports a smear campaign. On the Record with Greta continues right now.
Up next on The Record, we will go live to Texas, where more than 200,000 people are taking shelter tonight. Plus, toxic waste, human bodies, and dangerous gases are all in the waters flooding New Orleans. How deadly is the water? We'll be right back live from New Orleans.
The GMC Yukon has the best V8 fuel economy in its class because GMC engineering is all about going the extra mile. Literally, the GMC employee discount has been extended on 2005s and now includes every 2006 Yukon. Get an 06 Yukon two-wheel drive SLE for $30,924 with your employee discount. The total value promise makes it easy. No worries, no hassles. It's right on the window. See your GMC dealers today.
Whether you're running a busy household or a small business, chances are you have a lot going on. Well, there's one place that can help you handle it all.
Don't you worry about a thing.
The UPS Store. If you need help with packing and shipping, need someone to print, collate, and bind a presentation for your small business, or a mailbox where someone can sign for your packages, let the UPS Store worry about it. That's our thing.
Don't you worry about a thing.
The UPS Store, the place for packing, shipping, and a whole lot more.
As Team Mom, my mom always watches what we eat and encourages us to eat our Campbell's Chunky Soup. Like chunky chicken noodle.
Eat up those big chunks of chicken.
She's also very encouraging from the sidelines.
Whatever you're feeding, don't stop.
Campbell's Chunky Chicken Noodle. It fills you up right.
Katie hates when I tell people this. When she was about 7 years old, she used to run around wearing a little plastic stethoscope, taking everyone's pulse. Ever since then, we've been getting ready for this day. And Katie, I don't think I could be any more proud than I am right now.
Your dad's kind of a softie, huh?
Oh, he's not my dad. This is Steve, our Morgan Stanley guy.
How about a picture with the new doctor?
My pleasure.
Hey, Steve.
When you work with a Morgan Stanley financial advisor, you get someone unusually devoted to your dreams, one client at a time.
This Your World update is brought to you by Morgan Stanley. One passion, one principle, one client at a time.
Tonight on Your World, signs that life is starting to improve a bit in the storm-ravaged Gulf as the floodwaters begin to recede. We're going to talk to one boss who's still hunting for his workers and meet a gas station owner who stopped pumping gas to protest price gouging. Oil prices coming down a bit as conditions improve in the Gulf, and that lifted stock prices. The Dow advancing 141 points. Tonight on Your World.
We are live in New Orleans in the French Quarter, and you can see behind me there's still a considerable amount of flooding that's going on. The flooding is going down, but nonetheless it's still here. A little while ago, in fact, we even saw a stray dog walking through the water. Not easy to look at all. But over in Houston, things may be a little bit better. Let's check in with Alicia Acuna, who joins us live from Houston. Alicia?
Hi, Greta. This is something you know from having just left this area, that despite all the loss and frustration that each of the evacuees is experiencing all around, there are still so many signs and sounds of progress. Now, that is a cowbell that the Red Cross volunteers ring for every success. Every time one of the many people they are helping search for family members find someone they know on one of the lists that they have put together on the internet and by the Red Cross. So if you're near the area, you'll hear that bell at least every hour. And those who remain are witnessing a pouring in of support by government agencies, charities, churches, and beyond. They are also seeing a number of famous faces. A stream of celebrities continue to arrive. Today, for instance, actor Jamie Foxx was here to announce a partnership with the NAACP to place 20,000 evacuees into homes across the country.
You can't be human and to just watch all of these different things go down and not do anything. I mean, people from other countries, Cuba, all over the world are looking at these images and saying, wow, we really just want to help. So that's, at the end of the day, it's all of us. It's just a human thing to do.
Also here today, New Jersey Nets All-Star guard Jason Kidd. He walked through the Astrodome to visit with evacuees. Kidd says he's most interested in the children.
Well, my job is just a game, and for the kids to ask for my autograph, and especially in the time of need that they're in, it makes me feel good that I can make them smile.
Now, really, Greta, the fact of the matter is that the celebrities are going to move on. The television cameras are eventually going to leave, and Texas, along with a growing number of states, is going to have to go about the very quiet business of trying to get so many of these folks back on their feet, and they're continuing to work on it very hard, very diligently. Back to you.
Alicia, thank you. We had a chance to walk around the convention center in Houston when we were there to see one of the other shelters. Let's take a look at it. Where are we?
This is the George R. Brown Convention Center in Houston, Texas.
When did you first get clue that, okay, we need to get a facility too?
Well, we started getting news that the Astrodome was beginning to raise its capacity. They realized from the fire marshal that they had a certain amount of room there. The mayor made a decision that this was the next place we need to get into, and so the colonel and myself got together and started formulating the plan.
I've been at all these facilities. Most of them are cots. These are air mattresses. Where did you get the air mattresses?
Well, they were donated. Everything you see in this room has been donated. And let me just point out that what we did when we first came in here was make sure that we had elderly people put in a nice quiet area back in the corner. As you can see, there are restrooms back there as well. The mattresses in that area are actually higher than the air mattresses you see in this area, so they wouldn't have to bend down as far when they go to sleep at night.
Texas Health Science Center, in conjunction with Methodist Hospital, St. Luke's, all of the Baylor College of Medicine, all of those entities. We have pharmacy, eye, ear, nose, throat, vision, dental.
You have dental work that can be done here?
Yes. Dental is X-ray capabilities.
And I mean, the amazing part about it, you just decided this on Friday. I mean, the idea that
I got to say this. This was we could take credit for things. This wasn't about us. I'm telling you that these people, our volunteers, came in here. with I won't say with a little limited leadership, and started acting on it. UT Medical came in here. They had physicians. They set up OBGYN. They set up prenatal care. They set up dental, X-ray. There's a pharmacy back here that's open 24/7 via Walgreens. And I'm telling you, these people, they came in and did what they're supposed to do. We keep this area open all day long because we have diabetic needs. People need to be fed all day long. So.
What do you got? Sloppy Joe's, chicken. What kind of food you got here?
Sloppy Joe's, chicken, and potatoes.
You're volunteering?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been volunteering?
Since about 2 o'clock.
Oh, really? Are you a volunteer?
Yes, ma'am.
What are you doing? You're not volunteering here.
Serving food.
I'm working. What kind of job do you have?
I'm sorry?
What kind of work you do otherwise?
I'm a nurse.
Good for you.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What do you do otherwise?
Go to school.
I got the best vegetables in the house.
You got the best vegetables?
Yeah, I'm taking care of everybody. Everybody's going to have some good vegetables right here.
So your vegetables are better than her chicken here?
Yeah. Nah, they're making everybody happy. We're just making everybody happy. It don't matter.
Who's the best at serving the food here?
I've been doing pretty good. We're all doing a great job.
We have our, of course, our different organizational aspects of our chain of command, our seating and flooring. These are actually bed spaces here, our maps of how many we can, where the different segments are of our operation within the convention center, the meals, the activity center, playroom, et cetera, et cetera.
This is the activity area. What we decided to do is have an area where kids could come into an area and have something to do during the day instead of sitting on mattresses all day long. And we talked about the dignity issue. This takes their mind off of the trauma that some of the guests have been through.
You know, it's sort of interesting, you know, for kids this looks really fun, of course, but they may not realize at their ages that their homes are gone.
Absolutely.
But for kids it looks fun. Water, you need it to live. Serious problem here in New Orleans, toxic. We'll have much more on the water supply here in New Orleans when we come back.
Is brought to you by Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
Lots of Wi-Fi users work in coffee shops, which aren't always the best places to work. Wouldn't it be great to work wherever you wanted instead of only in hotspots? Now you can with Verizon Wireless Broadband Access. Wi-Fi only works in limited locations, while Broadband Access is the nation's largest, fastest, wide-area wireless broadband network and is expanding coast to coast. Now get unlimited access at a great price, so you won't get stuck in a not-so-hot spot. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
Can you tell the difference between these pet medications? They're the same brand, but this medication costs a lot less and is delivered right to my door. That's the 1-800-PET-MEDS difference. Great savings, fast service, free shipping. Order now.
There's an even better way to care for your nest egg. Objective financial advice. A.G. Edwards. For 118 years, fully invested in our clients.
Did you hear about my accident? I'm driving on the highway.
I wasn't looking.
Airbag goes off, steam just popping all out of the engine.
Good thing our insurance company is Amica.
Amica is great.
At Amica, we built our business on customer referrals.
They'd help me pick out the right coverage. And when it came time to pay the claim?
Like that.
And it was like they were happy to give me the money.
Does your insurance company do that?
Find out what everyone's talking about. Switch to the insurance company that understands it's not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated.
You gotta get Amica. Call Amica.
Call Amica today for a free, no-obligation quote.
You get the power to control live TV with DVR and more local high-definition broadcast networks than satellite. All with Comcast Digital Cable. TV is now on your terms.
Right now, Oregon kids are becoming better readers thanks to the efforts of the Portland New Car Dealers Association. Through their partnership with Operation Outreach, your local new car dealers help get books to kids who don't have books at home. Teachers are getting supplemental training materials, and Oregon kids are getting a chance to succeed and excel. Feels good to know our kids benefit from the generous support of the Metro Portland New Car Dealers, Operation Outreach, and Comcast Cable, making a difference for Oregon's kids.
Sandals Royal Bahamian Resort and Spa, the Bahamas 5-star Diamond Hotel, where a world of incomparable luxury awaits, and it's all included. Warm up to sun-drenched beaches onshore, escape offshore for exotic adventures on our private island. Discover the world's most pleasurable way to get away. Sandals Royal Bahamian, now on sale up to 50% off. Call your travel agent or 1-800-SANDALS.
Greta. See all this water? It's right behind me. You need water to live. You've got to drink water, but this water and all the water here in New Orleans is toxic. In other words, it is poisonous. You can't drink it. Joining us live on the phone is Chris Peeler, Senior Environmental Scientist with the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality. Chris, how bad is the water, and can it be, quote, fixed?
Well, hi, Greta. There is definitely contamination in the water, and people need to be very careful and limit their contact with it. We have some sample results available for that I can speak with you about if you like. We're not really surprised by what we found. Anytime you have floodwaters in a city, you can get mixing of sewerage in with the floodwaters, and that's the primary contaminant that we're seeing.
All right, if I walk through it and have a cut on my leg, then what?
You could have a potential problem. The recommendations have been going out for people to limit their contact with the contaminated water and to protect open wounds. Because remember, we're talking about human untreated sewage that's mixing with those floodwaters.
So how do you, number one, how do you fix it? Number two, if they're pumping the filthy, toxic, disgusting water into the lake, what happens to the lake?
Organic contamination like sewerage can be assimilated in the environment fairly easily. Our analyses that we've gotten from our samples, the few that we've gotten back at this early point in the game, really have not shown any volatile organics, or let's see, we've got some metal samples that are showing nothing remarkable, but it is true we're seeing bacteria in the water, so it becomes a potential for an infectious issue as opposed to something that would be considered poisonous.
Are we over the hump in the sense that this is as bad as it's going to get, or could the water supply get even more contaminated as the days march on?
I think we're about as bad as we can get. The best thing that we can do right now is try to dewater the city and try to start recovery of the structures and people's lives there.
I suppose it's no surprise to you the water is in the state it is.
That's right. It happens in just about any city that gets flooded. You'll have an event like this. The unique issue that we're dealing with right now is that New Orleans is located in a very low place. It's below sea level in many places, and that causes the unique problem that we're seeing. The water has to actually be pumped out as opposed to allowing it to drain out.
And to repeat that apparently the water level is going down somewhat. We even saw watermarks on cars indicated dropped about 18 inches, at least in some period of time. That's a good sign. But filthy, toxic water. Chris, thank you very much for joining us. And we'll be right back. Molly Hannenberg, Molly Hannenberg will report live from Baton Rouge.
Fast, aggressive, relentless. Fire has no equal. Or does it?
KGS.
Now your business can get up to 5% cash back on everything you buy.
Cash back on EKG machines.
Cash back on drywall. On engines.
On computers.
Just apply for the Platinum Business Cash Rebate Card from American Express. There's no annual fee and no limit to how much you can earn.
$640 back. Nice.
So call 1-800-NOW-OPEN today and start getting up to 5% cash back.
Cash back that goes right back into my pocket.
Somewhere between two highways, there was a really good station. Somewhere between breakfast and lunch, there was a roadblock. Somewhere between the kids and the grandkids, there was a second childhood. And somewhere between where you are and where you're going, there's a Super 8. See you along the way. Get more rewards with Trip Rewards at Super 8.
Stay a spell at Super 8 and get $250 in discount coupons every time you stay.
You okay? I'm working like a dog. I run down to the quick printer, scan color documents, make color prints, run back, get approvals, run up to 5 and have to fax stuff all over the place. But I think I'm getting noticed. Is it rough by you too? Not that rough. What do you mean? There's a color multifunction machine on my floor. I scan, copy, print, and fax and color from there. There's nothing to it. Don't do this to me.
Xerox Color. It makes business sense.
Come on. The aftermath of Hurricane Katrina, as the massive search for victims and survivors continues, our team has up-to-the-minute reports from the devastated region. Plus, thousands struggle for food, shelter, and medical aid. Get the latest on disaster relief efforts. Stay with Fox News Channel for continuing coverage. Garbage, sewage, and toxic mud. As the waters recede, we look at the poisonous conditions being revealed. Plus, how high could the body count climb? We investigate tomorrow on a special primetime lineup, The Cleanup After Katrina.
Fox's Molly Hennenberg joins us live from Baton Rouge, where thousands of evacuees are taking shelter and many are still desperately searching for loved ones. Molly?
Hi, Greta. I want to give you a sense of how the Baton Rouge community is rallying around some of the people here. We just had a jazz band, a local jazz band, come and play music for the people here, which they really seem to enjoy. And some local students, 5th graders at River Oaks Elementary School, they did some artwork for the walls here. They made signs saying, "Welcome to Baton Rouge," and "We're glad you're here." And there's one very poignant sign right at the entrance to the shelter that says, quote, "I hope your town gets better," referring to New Orleans, where a lot of these people came from. I want to introduce you to a couple of people from New Orleans. Let's start first with Gilda Emery. Step right up here, Gilda. Now, you're missing your daughter and your grandchildren.
Grandchildren, yes.
And your sister, and you last saw them or heard they were in New Orleans?
Yes, and when it ceased, we tried to get to them, but the water was too high and the houses were underwater, so there was no way we could get to them. We lived in different sections of town.
And now you're here with friends, but no family.
No, I have my son-in-law boy with me, but I need my daughter and her children. It's so devastating. I mean, I won't be complete. I'm not a whole person if I can't find out about my children.
What message do you want them to hear tonight?
I love y'all, and please get in touch with Mom. I'm worried.
You're at the River Center in Baton Rouge. That's where they can find you.
Yes, I'm at the River Center in Baton Rouge. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Miss Gilda. We hope you find them. Gilda Emery. Now I want to introduce you to Michael Thompson. Step right in here, Michael. 7'1", but can't make it light of that right now because you have some very serious situation right now. Your mother and your 6 kids are missing. Tell me about your mother.
My mother is exactly 72 years of age. Barbara Jean Thompson is her name. She resided in Gentilly.
And she said she has some health problems?
Yeah, she has an implant in her right leg, a false knee.
And so you're worried that she may have had some difficulty evacuating?
Yes, very much so. I'm afraid that she may have had some trouble getting out. I want to make sure that she did get out, and if so, if she is somewhere in someone's shelter or area, that she knows where I am.
And your 6 kids, you're missing them as well. You're trying to find them. If they're watching, what message do you have for your 6 kids?
I want them to be strong, stick together, know that Daddy loves them very much. I'm okay. I hope they're okay as well. And they can reach me at this following number, 985-5070-946.
And it must be difficult for you. You're missing so many family members. How are you handling it?
I'm trying to remain composed about the entire situation, not let it overwhelm me. Panicking and falling apart is not going to help me. It's not going to help them, so I'm trying to just remain as strong as I can.
All right. Thank you, Michael Thompson. Greta, we hope these family members can hook up with their loved ones. Back to you.
Indeed. And Thank you for being with us tonight. We'll see you all again tomorrow night. We'll be live from New Orleans. And until then, keep it right here on Fox News Channel. Good evening.